All right, Christmas tag time. What is my favorite Christmas movie? My favorite Christmas movie, comedy, is A Christmas Story. My favorite Christmas movie is It's a Wonderful Life. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets their wings. I love that movie. Am I on the naughty or nice list? Well, if you ask my daughter, I'm on the nice list. And if you ask my hubby, I'm on the naughty list. So, kind of in between there. I don't have an embarrassing Christmas card photo because typically I just put my daughter on them and she's never embarrassing. This year's photo, however, does have us on it, and I'm not embarrassed of the pics. Let me see, I've got one here. Haven't got them to the post office yet, and see if you guys can see them. So that's our photo this year. It says Christmas blessings, and then the small print is wishing our family, friends, and country a Christ-filled Christmas. Blessings and love, the Teesons. Doug, Sonia, Dorian, Skeeter, 2012. So I stopped today and picked up stickers so I can get those sealed up, and then I'll go and put them in the mail tomorrow. Let's see. Have I ever had a white Christmas? I have had several white Christmases since I moved to Iowa. However, I have two very peculiar white Christmases. One, I have this thing about wanting my daughter to wake up in her own bed on Christmas Day, so we don't tend to travel over Christmas. We might travel after Christmas for New Year or whatever, but not for Christmas Day. But we were desperate to get out of the cold and the snow one year. I think this was 3 Christmases ago. So we gave in to my mother's pleading and went to Georgia to see my family on Christmas. And we got snowed in at my mom's for 3 days. Yep, snowed in Georgia, because if it snows even an inch, they don't have the equipment to deal with it. But we were snowed in at my mom's for 3 days. So we spent that Christmas Day completely snowed in at her house. No one could get out. No one could get in. And then the other white Christmas I had, I think it was actually Christmas Eve, but it would have been 2004. I had just found out I was pregnant with my princess, and that canceled our travel plans because I had issues with spotting from the beginning, so my doctor didn't want me traveling any further than I had to travel to see him. Well, I was an hour outside, 45 minutes outside of Houston. We lived on the Gulf Coast in Baytown. And I was very sad that I had to stay stuck at home. Well, because that was during my first marriage. And home to me then was still my mom's. Now that I'm happily married, my home is where my husband and I are. So it's a completely different perspective. But I couldn't go home that Christmas. And I was very thankful that I was pregnant and going to have my baby. But I was very sad that I couldn't go home. And it snowed in Texas on Christmas Eve for me. Now, it didn't snow much, and of course we weren't snowed in, because once it hit the ground, it was melting. But snow to me has always just been magical. I didn't grow up with it, so I don't hate it like so many people around me do. I love it, and it's kind of like the ocean to me. It's just peaceful and magical and just calms me down, and so I really wish it would snow this year. We have had one day and it melted before noon, so okay. Where do I spend my holidays? At my home. Since I've had my daughter, I have this crazy thing. She has to wake up in her bed on Christmas morning. I think that stems from my childhood. I had my mom's to go to, and my dad's to go to, and then a few years later, I had my stepdad's to go to. But regardless, I always woke up in my bed on Christmas morning. And there's just something special, to me anyway, about being in your bed, waking up in your home on Christmas morning. So we stay home. We gave in that 1 year, and we'll never, I won't say never, but we will probably not ever do that again. Play or sing your favorite song. Of course, I'm in the car, so you get to be tortured because I can't carry a tune in a bucket. But my favorite Christmas song is Silent Night, Holy Night, and that's enough for you to know what it is. Do we open presents on Christmas Eve? I grew up going to my dad's Christmas Eve, so of course I opened tons of presents there. And my mom always let me open one present, and that one present was always so special. So yes, my daughter gets to open one present on Christmas Eve, and this year I'm doing something new for her. I got the idea off of Pinterest, but it's a Christmas Eve box. So I'm excited about that. That'll be fun for the whole family. And then, can you name Santa's reindeer? Honestly, I've listened to so many of these, I might actually be able to do it. Donner and Blitzen, Comet and Cupid, Rudolph, Vixen, Dasher and Dancer, and Prancer. I don't know if that's right or not, but before listening to all of these tags, I would not have been able to do that. That's only 8 of the questions, but I'm at the gas station and have to get out, so that's the end.